Hello and welcome to the latest instalment in my bass lick of the week series. Before we dive into this week's lick, please like the video, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. Okay, so this week we're going to be playing a 4-bar groove using the slap and pop technique, and we're going to be using a particular variation on the slap technique here, one that was made popular by one of my favourite bass players, Stuart Hamm. And if you want to hear Stuart using this technique that we're going to be talking about here in his own music, check out tracks like Call of the Wild and Outbound. Both are really good examples of what we're going to be doing here. So the basic technique here involves playing multiple iterations of the same note using different techniques. And that's going to make a little bit more sense once we get into the line. So on the first beat of the bar, we're going to do this. So we're playing an open A string, and then we're hammering onto the D at the 5th fret of the A string. We then bring the thumb in to slap that note again, and then we're going to pop the open D. And this is what I meant by multiple iterations of the same note. So we get 3 D notes in a row here, but they're all played with different techniques. The first one is arrived at via a hammer-on, the second one is a thumb stroke, and the third one is a popped note. So we had 3 Ds, all played with different techniques. Moving into the second beat of the bar, we're going to play 3 Ds, slap, pop, slap. And then we're going to finish off that beat with a popped C, 5th fret of the G string. That gives us the first 2 beats of the first bar. It's very, very confusing. As we move into the third beat of the bar, we're going to follow this C by coming down to the B and then the A, so 4th fret, 2nd fret on the G string there. And what we're going to be doing on beat number 3 is we're going to switch the slapped note now to an open D string. So we slap the open D string, pop the B, slap the open D string, and then pop the A. Like that. We finish off this bar, open D string slapped with the thumb, hammer onto the F at the 3rd fret, slap the string again to sound the F a second time, and then we pop the A on the G string. And you can afford to allow the open strings to ring a little bit when you're playing this. Once you get it up to tempo, it's they're going to blur a little bit, but a little bit of background open string noise isn't going to be the end of the world in this particular line because we're using the open strings so extensively. Really reflecting the sound of a D minor chord here. Lots of Ds, lots of Fs, lots of As. Okay, moving into the second bar of the sequence, pretty much the same kind of thing. This time, when we're coming down these B and A notes, we're going to be bouncing between the open A string and those notes. And then we just play this open A string, hammering onto the C, play the C again. Okay. That's our first and second bars. Quite a lot there for you to get your teeth into. You do need to go through this very slowly and rehearse it carefully. One of those lines. Now moving into the third bar of the line, exactly the same thing as the first. And then in the fourth bar, we're going to do this. So we're playing some 6th intervals here. We're going to slide into the F, 8th fret of the A string, slide into that F, slap it again, and then pop the D, 7th fret of the G string. And in the beat that follows, we just slap, pop, slap, pop. We then slide from the F into the G, slap the G again, then pop the E. E is at the 9th fret of the G string. And that's our fill in the 4th bar. Okay, that brings this week's exercise to a close. Thanks for watching the latest instalment in my Bass Lick of the Week series. If you'd like to download the PDF worksheet and the audio files for this exercise, just click on the link in the description below. And be sure to head over to basslinepublishing.com to check out my full range of video courses. Okay, I'll see you next week for another bass groove.